Breaking news: EFCC must investigate Bola Tinubu, Yahaya Bello, Amaechi, others. PDP insists we will not allow this anymore. I mean, the level of corruption being perpetrated by this current administration is alarming. Let's start from the price of the APC nomination interest form. Let's start from there. How much is that form? That form is put for 100 million naira. How long have they been in office? How much is their network? That they already have 100 million naira beside, campaign and what have you. Don't forget that we know some persons will contribute and donate, but not to say that the people will be the ones to carry out and to conclude your campaign to the very end. Now, PDP is sending out a serious investigation into what is going on in APC, and that everyone must be wary of what is happening. People came on the back that they are fighting corruption, but they are corruption personified. EFCC asks PDP asked EFCC to investigate Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Yahaya Bello, Amaechi, others. The chairman of the People Democratic Party, Dr. Aye, has called on the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, to go after any of the APC aspirants that purchases the presidential form of the APC, which has been slated for 100 million. Recall that the ruling party on Wednesday announced that its form for presidential ticket will be sold at 100 million, governorship 50 million, Senate 20 million, House of Representatives 10 million, State House of Assembly 2 million naira each. Those that have declared to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari in APC include the national leader Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amaechi, Minister of Labor and Employment Dr. Chris Ngige, Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State, and others. Reacting in a statement through his SA on Communication and Strategy, Simeon Imobo, I said APC is planning to inflict more pains on Nigerians. He said, pegging of her APC nomination form at 100 million, 50 million, 20 million each case, the APC, All Progressive Congress, in the image of rude and hypocrisy, deceiving Nigerians. They are fighting corruption, yet they are the bedrock of corruption. Nigerians can all see what the APC is fragmentedly held together and captured doing to inflict more maximum pain on Nigerians, including their own members who could possibly and potentially not purchase this form. The APC chairman said Nigerians will recall how in 2014, Muhammadu Buhari, now president-led of the APC, told Nigerians that he had to borrow 27 million to buy his nomination form at the time. The same man, as leader of his party, has now scaled the sale of the same form he could not buy at 27 million is now for 100 million. I told you, an increase of 370%. But in 2014, PDP was in power and the economy was still booming. The incumbent APC president has now ruled the economy, granted it, making Nigerians poverty capital of the world. How can you impoverish Nigerians and expect them to buy such a high cost of nomination form? The EFCC must begin to investigate these governors and persons and anybody who is able to purchase the form. They must state clearly the last 10 years, their bank account showing all transactions and how they got to where they are with the amount of money they have spent on some of the things they have currently done now. So I beg your pardon, that is a very clear, simple statement for every eyes to see and for all to quickly note and, quickly put, finishing touch to it, so to say. This administration came on the back that they were coming to fight corruption. Oh my, my, my. There's no corruption being fought there. This is the capital of corruption personified. This is corruption, or the description of corruption, well stated out, well exemplified, and well amplified for all to see. This is the corruption index. Talking about corruption, you just hit the nail on the head. Buhari's administration. The same man told Nigerians some time ago he could hardly, purchase, just how many years ago he went to borrow the 27 million to buy the interest nomination form. The same person today has now scaled the same amount for people who he knows may not be able to purchase such. So what happens to the youth wing in APC who may want to get into political position? What will happen to them? Because you guys are more for you, yourself, and you. What happens to the youth wing who have not earned, 40 million in the last 8 years? Yeah, some people have not earned up to 40 million in the last 8 years. What am I saying? Some people have not earned up to that. So when you look at it, where is the money coming from? And then you tell Nigerians that you're working at it. You are very I mean, this is all lies, by the way. APC is a lie. It's not is a lie. The whole APC concept is a lie. They came into power by trick. We were tricked into voting them. And even when we voted them out in 2019, here comes the judiciary system. The court said Buhari won the election. Okay? And you're supposed to respect the arm of government, which is called the judiciary. The court said Buhari won the election. But that very said election, all things being equal, we do proper thorough investigation, votes judiciously counted, you will discover that probably APC did not win that very 2019 election. So there's still a lot of things to really begin to analyze and to see and to know where we are at as a people and as a government so that there can be true redemption and true change. We are still very far from the premise of truth, still very far, very, very far. And so what we need to do is beginning to, tell and work together to ensure that we come out of this very present predicament. Bye for now.